The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Some of you were lucky enough to have a 3-day weekend, but welcome back. 6:03. It is 43 degrees outside right now. Going to be an awesome week, actually, like in the 60s. So today we have for you at 8 o'clock. Last week we made it difficult, very difficult to win the Green Day Wrigley Field tickets. Won't be difficult this week. 8 o'clock, just call up. Be here at 8. We have the Black Keys tickets for Twisted Christmas Night 1 at the Aragon, Tuesday, December 5th. We're 3 weeks from Twisted Week, by the way.
That's insane.
We're 3 weeks. Got to get your tickets, but the free one's coming at 8 all week long, and this one has a special added bonus. The Black Keys record hang. So this is at the Empty Bottle on Monday, December 4th, the night before they play at the Aragon. And they'll be DJing, playing all their favorite stuff on vinyl there at the Empty Bottle, which is just the best setting for something like this. And you will be exclusively in there with the Black Keys record hang with those tickets to Twisted. You get both. So you get a Monday night and a Tuesday night party for you with the Black Keys, 8 a.m. today with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So do that. Be here. Put it in your phone all week long, too. We'll do it at 8 o'clock.
Okay, good.
Yay!
Lots of tickets.
I want to thank Kenzie and Case for the coming to my my daughter's birthday party, the 1-year-old birthday party on Saturday.
We got turned, baby.
It was a party at D'Agostino's Pizza over there in Wrigleyville. Had a
Can
great
I ask
time.
you something?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. I didn't say anything yet. Here we go. I'm
Yeah.
curious about this question.
So you say D'Agostino's.
Yes.
I have never heard someone call it that ever.
Really?
I've always heard it's D'Agostino's.
I've never said D'Agostino's. I've never heard it that way either, by the way. I've always said D'Agostino's. And I've always heard of D'Agostino's.
And my husband says D'Agostino's.
Okay.
He's always said it that way. When people have brought it up, they've said D'Agostino's. You say D'Agostino's.
Yeah, because it's D''A.
And now I don't know. I never thought this would happen to me. Now every time somebody brings up the place, I don't know what to say. I try to say it fast, like Worcester sauce. I don't know what to do.
I've always called it D'Agostino's, and I've always heard it that way. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Case, do you even know?
No, Kinsey, say again what the other pronunciation is.
D'Agostino's.
She's saying like D'Agostino's.
No, that's not how it's spelled. I say D'Agostino's.
Well, neither is knife. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be spelled that way to be pronounced that way.
Fair point.
1 point for Kenzie.
Yeah, well, she's on the board early today.
Thank you.
But yeah, I've always heard it D'Agostino's. And they have several locations too in the burbs too. I don't know if anybody goes and they say they're going to D'Agostino's or D'Agostino's.
I'm just curious because forever I heard D'Agostino's. Then you were saying D'Agostino's.
Yeah, we could call them and they open and just see how they answer the phone.
Oh.
I don't think
Let's
they
call them. Case, call them.
Case, call them right now. They have an answering machine message.
Okay, all right, let me see what I can do.
Poor Case.
What a place, though. There's such great people there. And I got to tell this story before we even get into the party stuff about what happened at the end when I paid the bill.
Oh, God. Maybe Case shouldn't call them.
Yeah,
what did you
not.
do?
I don't know. So here's the thing. The bill came. So it was a great price, actually, to rent the room. It's the bottom room in the basement of D'Agostino's. Or
Yes.
D'Agostino's. And then, I paid, so we did all the pizza and drinks everybody wanted to. So they handed me the bill at the end. Very reasonable price. Good price. See it?
How much was it?
You want to know the exact price, really?
I was curious.
I don't care. I mean.
All right, what do you got?
So it was, let's see, I think it was $531.
Oh, that's a super affordable.
For 25 people, pizzas,
And you
beer.
had leftovers.
We had a lot of leftovers. We told them the salad.
That's a very good deal.
Okay, good. I'm glad you say that.
Yeah.
And so I see the bill, and I look at, okay, well, my 25% tip on top of that.
Yeah.
And so it was, I don't know, it was something like $665 when I was done.
Yes.
With the tip on there. I leave. I go home. And I say to Megan in the car, I go, yeah, that was the price. And she goes, I didn't see that many people drinking. Are you sure that was the right total on that? It seems a little high. Because she did all the work on it and estimated
she got
it.
quotes. The thing is that you don't know. Like, that sounds like a decent deal, but if she got told about 300, then it doesn't sound like a good deal. Yeah.
And so I go, let me go back and look at the actual big receipt. It was like a CVS receipt of everybody that drank and ate everything, which I want everybody to have a great time. And I look at
All
it.
I had was a Pepsi.
Is that right?
Yeah, to drink, so I caused no issues.
We got some people that don't drink, like Case, and you're pregnant, so you're not drinking.
Yep.
And
My husband doesn't drink.
Really? So then Pants doesn't drink. Brian Phillips definitely drinks.
Yeah. I mean, you invited him, so
Yeah.
you should have thought about that.
I mean, Brian Phillips probably had a keg waiting outside just in case they ran out of beer at a bar near Wrigley Field. and I know Lauren drinks and all that. Anyway, so I look at the bill again and I go, oh, crap.
What?
And I said to Megan, they added in a tip. And I already added another tip.
Why wouldn't you look, Brian?
It was hectic at the end. You
Poor
remember.
Megan.
No, you remember.
No, Megan made the entire dessert table.
She did.
She's like from scratch.
Right.
Ordered all the balloons, set up the deck. There was a cute little like kids area for them to play with like instruments.
Yup.
Set up the picture booth area. All you had to do was walk up and pay a bill, and you didn't even pay attention to it.
I was like, yeah, here, take this.
Hey.
So I go, oh, crap. So I paid basically, like, I don't know, what we call that, a 60% tip or whatever I paid, a 50%. I paid a tip on the tipped amount. And I said, well, we can't let this stand.
No, you did
This
not.
isn't going to work for me.
So Megan and her
Your
mom.
goal is for us to have bad ratings, and it pisses me off. You did not. They were so aware we were to Q101, and you called.
They were so nice and so amazing at D'Agostino's.
Yeah,
so,
I bet they were nice because they got 2 tips.
So I did call back. I said, I don't care. I'm going to call back. I'll take the hit on it. I don't mind. As I've told you, I'm no strings.
I mind.
I'm up, no strings, all balls.
What do
I
you
will-
mean you'll take the hit on it?
If I'm embarrassing, I'll take the hit on it. Asking
Okay.
that
Yeah,
I
you
paid.
won't take the hit on just leaving a nice
Yeah,
tip.
that's taking the hit, is leaving the double tip.
Listen, it was a lot of money. So I called. Don't you give Case the eyeball. It's a big payday for them. So I call up. This has a nice happy ending, by the way.
I bet.
I call
Yeah,
up.
for you.
Should I wait and tell you what happened when we come back?
I'd like to know.
Right
yeah,
now?
yeah, let's wait.
You want to wait?
I want to wait.
Did you call the restaurant?
Yeah, but it kept on ringing. They didn't go to voicemail. It just kept on ringing.
They just want
Okay.
you to wait till it opens.
Okay.
A lot of people are texting, and I don't mean this like this, because Kenzie's correct. Like, Stephanie Castillo texted in and said, one of our crew members.
Yes.
And said, Kenzie's correct. That was my great grandma's maiden name, D'Agostino's. And then Tanya texted in and said, Kenzie has to be correct.
Why?
I don't know.
What the hell's that?
D'Agostino's. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, it's D'Agostino's.
No one texted in and said you're right. So.
We'll call when they
And I
open.
was asking. I wasn't saying that
I
I was
know.
for sure right.
No,
I was not dying on this hill. I was actually curious.
I actually want to know if you're right because I've been saying it wrong for 20 years. That's not good.
Not good.
When we come back, I'll tell you the result of what happened with me calling back to tell them
I
that,
can't believe you did that.
that I overtipped.
That's so crappy.
Stay here at 6:20. We'll give you the result. I know you guys can stay.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
That's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So let's reset up here what was going on here.
Should we? Because it's horrible.
So we had Harper's 1-year birthday party at D'Agostino's. We're still waiting to confirm if it's D'Agostino's, like Kenzie calls it, or D'Agostino's.
We've gotten so many texts saying that I'm right. Like, I'm not trying to be that person.
You said you didn't want to die on this hill.
No, I wasn't sure. I'm like, I've always said D'Agostino's. I've only heard that until you.
Yep.
So I'm like, am I saying that wrong? And somebody texted in, amongst many others, but this one's good. I lived in Italy for 3 years. Kenzie is for sure right. It's like D'Angelo. You pronounce the letter, not the sound.
We're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I've been calling it D'Agostino's for my whole life over there by Wrigley Field.
D'Agostino's.
Case thinks it's D'Agostino's as well.
Yeah, but I'm going to change my answer.
You can't change your
No,
answer.
I'm going to side with Kenzie.
But you can't because...
But I am.
But your whole life you've called it this.
Yeah, but my whole life starting now, I'm calling it that.
I'm not. I'm staying with D'Agostino's. I'm staying on this hill.
Oh, yeah, sure. Dig yourself 6 feet deeper.
That's fine. We'll see what
That's
happens.
great. I mean, there's going to be a sign that doesn't let you back because of what you did, so sure.
Well, here's what happened. So we had Harper's 1-year birthday party in their beautiful complimentary, what would you call that room? Or, what do you call it?
Like a party room.
Party
Yeah,
room.
like a downstairs.
Downstairs party room. And the bill was, around $500 some, and I paid it, but I added on a 25% tip on top of it, so it was in the 600 and mid 600
Big
range.
spender.
I get home. Yeah, I'm a big spender. They were great. They're so unbelievable there. And I realized I double tipped. They already added a tip onto the bill. And listen, I'm very frugal. We have a lot of expenses. Daycare.
You got a baby.
Formula, got a baby.
Yeah.
$1,500 football tickets.
Okay, let's forget about those for a second.
Oh, okay.
Well, you pay for those Tegan and Sarah tickets, too.
Put those aside for a minute while we focus on the party.
Lavish birthday party.
So I say to Megan, I got to call. I'm embarrassed, I know, but and Megan's mom was, don't call. You can't do that. And I said, no.
What did Megan's dad say?
He was taking a nap at that point. I was going to wake him up. But the mom, I said, I don't care. No strings, all balls. That's my motto. So I call him up, and I did have to speak to the manager.
Oh, because you didn't have the balls to say it to the waitress.
It was a waiter. The guy there, Jose, he was awesome. He was amazing. Took care of all of us.
I thought there was more than one person down there.
There was one guy cleaning up the plates but Jose was handling everything pretty much. One guy was doing everything.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it was perfect service.
I got one Pepsi. I just wasn't super involved in the bar area.
Yeah, when you're not going there. Well, Brian Phillips was. So I call him up and I say, I'm really embarrassed. Or first I said, we had a great time. We were just there. Oh, it's always good, bad, good, right? You start off with something good. And I said, listen, your place is amazing. We had a great time. Everybody loved the place. He goes, oh, my God, thank you. You're so nice. Everybody there was so nice. You had a great time. It's so nice. I said, but I did something embarrassing, okay? I tipped on the bill, and I didn't realize till I got home that there was already a tip added on the bill, a generous tip. And before I could even go on, this is how great that place is. Before I could go on, she goes, Brian, don't worry about it. Jose realized the mistake you made and didn't add it to the bill.
Oh, come on.
Let me tell you, there's such good people there. He knew.
You sure his name's not Jesus? Jeez Louise. Holy crap.
And he said, I could tell right away he made a mistake, and so I just didn't add it on the bill. And
Yeah, there's no way this guy has that much money.
Yeah, that's also might have been part of it. We looked at it.
Broke ass.
So I didn't even have to grovel or say I make a mistake or get in this weird wormhole. They made it easy for me, and they said, don't worry about it. You're good. Come back anytime.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Why didn't you check your credit card purchases first?
Because I just got
'Cause
home.
then-
I just got home. I don't think it's on there all the way through. The tip sometimes goes
Yeah, it
later.
would have already said pending, guaranteed. You
You
would have
think?
seen the amount.
I've never.
The second that card is run, if you go on your whatever app you have, Chase,
Yep,
whatever you're
yep.
using, whatever your card is, it would say It wouldn't already be in the approved. It would already be in the pending. You could have just shut the hell up, and now you wouldn't have looked like a jerk revoking a tip.
But I didn't. I looked like a jerk. They were all. I think I looked like a really nice guy.
You think you looked great?
I
think
think
that painted you?
Yeah, I think I looked pretty good. I think I looked pretty good.
Yeah, I wish you'd consult with me next time. I would have rather covered the rest of the tip just from a Q101 perspective. It is so embarrassing. Because I'm associated.
Listen.
My name's right next to yours.
Not on the bill. It was just me.
It was your daughter's party.
It was my daughter's party, and you were there, and I appreciate everybody that came out and gave generous gifts to Harper. And
All the generosity you received that day, and you're like, oh, well, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm not going to pay this forward.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, what the hell? Whoa.
he
settle down.
got a very generous tip that they put on there.
What did they put on there percentage-wise? Was it 18?
No, it was over 20. It was like 22 or something like that. 20. I know it wasn't.
That part. Because sometimes when they add it on, they stick you at like a 15 or 18%.
Really?
Like the automatic gratuities sometimes are a little less than. Sometimes you do like 25% for a party because they did so great. So it's like you get like lowballed, and he's like, "Oh, you try to make up for it. That's so nice of him." And then you just
Yeah, no, they got a generous tip. He got a great tip, and it was a great place. And everyone should go to D'Agostino's and take care of stuff.
D'Agostino's.
Whatever one, go to one of them. There you go. It's a happy ending for everybody.
not really. It's good for you if you think about it.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain go, how did the expiration dates end up on milk? And there's a great Chicago connection here. And as Kenzie said, well, milk goes bad. You smell it eventually and you figure it out. That's what they used to do in the old days. Have you drank old milk by mistake?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, the worst is when you pour it in something and now it's ruined.
Oh, you waste a bowl of cereal?
Yeah,
Oh,
you just waste your food. Or
terrible.
like I've put bad milk in coffee before, and you're like,
oh.
and you almost want to still drink the coffee. You're like, well, if I put more sugar in, because like now I have no coffee now.
Yeah.
This sucks.
I'm going to cover up the bacteria with sugar.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Gonna work. I'll be okay.
Yeah, of course.
I said you wouldn't believe this, and a couple people on the text line actually know this, but many guessed different answers. But what it
We
is,
had a lot of unique guesses, by the way.
yeah. But the fact is that milk is there, those expiration dates, from Chicago gangster Al Capone. Now, the reason we have expiration dates on milk is his niece became extremely ill and almost died from drinking bad milk. Now, you're looking at 100 and some years ago at this point.
I will say, usually you don't get far into the milk because you can tell it's bad, so it's kind of odd.
It doesn't say how old the niece was. It was like, glug, glug, glug.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's fine with me.
I'm not being judgmental. I'm just saying.
Well, who knows? No one was around to be there when it happened. So, anyway, Al Capone lobbied aggressively then, as he owned Chicago pretty much back in the day and had all the politicians in his pocket. He lobbied for expiration dates to be put on milk for the safety of children and pregnant women. Al Capone did this. Al Capone, one of the worst murderers and gangsters in Chicago history.
Well, it is ironic that he's like, this milk's out of control. It's hurting people. He's like a huge murderer.
Well, if you look it up, let's think about this. So,
And the balls to go to, like, court as Al Capone. Like, listen.
yeah.
I can't stand for this.
Yeah.
This is wrong.
Enough.
Yeah, enough's enough over here.
So, can Al Capone now be looked at as a good guy? Because at this point, he is indirectly responsible for over 200 murders in Chicago during his reign.
Zero are milk related. How many did he save? Maybe it cancels out. How many did he save?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think some of those murders actually just sent bad milk to the people and said, here's some Lucky Charms and milk. Enjoy yourself, guys. And
Oh my God.
took out a rival gang.
Not that it's funny that she got sick at all, but she gets sick and he's just like, this is so irresponsible.
Meanwhile, they're shooting up like with Tommy guns on the
they're throwing
street.
people's families in the river, and he's like, this is out of control. These milk people.
He's have to have with about, let's see, it's I think about 80, 90 years of this, again, roughly in that time frame. He's had to save more than 200 people's lives with the milk expiration date, you think?
I don't know, because again, I don't know if you always die because of it. She got a tummy ache.
Listen, it's hard to stop those Lucky Charms with that milk in there. I don't care how bad it is. But he might have actually saved, maybe it balances out, but I know what you're saying, mostly just sick with bad milk. But
Of course, I'm sure there's people like, they went hard to the paint.
Yeah.
They had COVID, couldn't taste the milk. It's a whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Al Capone, good guy, bad guy?
I don't know if that's up for debate. Just the murdering milkman.
That's right.
That's all.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and asking for your weekend highlights as we do every Monday morning around this time. A lot of people had some good weekends. Tony got to have a 3-day weekend for the first time in years because a lot of people got Veterans Day off on Friday, honoring it there.
Did a lot of people?
A lot of people did. Traffic was super light on Friday. I know we didn't because we're here for the people that had to work. We're heroes.
Brian is so anti us being allowed to have time off.
That's right. I'm here for us. I want to be here for everybody every day. Now, we'll be taking Thanksgiving off to eat. That'll be wonderful. I like that. I like days off. I
had to like convince you. You're like, want to do Thanksgiving here? I go, no, I don't. I don't want to. I would like to not see or hear from you that day. I would like to just have a break.
I think it'd be really nice if we got the Capriati's Thanksgiving sandwiches, the Bobby, and ate them in here as a family.
On Thursday.
On Thursday morning.
Thanksgiving?
Yep. I think that'd be really nice. That'd be great. Obviously, a highlight for a lot of our crew members was Group Love Friday night at the Cubby Bear. That was packed and apparently just incredibly awesome. Some guy won some money over at the Hard Rock, walked in with $100, left with $1,500. Love to hear that. That's one money. It's so much better than money earned. It just feels better and sounds better and tastes better.
Taste.
Oh.
You should not be putting that stuff in your mouth.
Once in a while, no.
You don't know where that's been.
Gross. What was your highlight of the weekend? You had a big thing happen to you.
I am very excited.
Yeah?
My husband and I, together as a duo, won our second Emmy.
Yeah.
And so I was really pumped about that. I was not sure if it was going to happen. Our first Emmy was last year. This was our second. And we felt so much more kind of involved in this process. It was a little closer to us. So
yeah.
I was really, really pumped about that. I found out, we were hosting the Boys and Girls Club Gala, which helps raise money to open new locations and everything. So we were at this huge gala. We were hosting. We were working. And we, instead of being able to attend the Emmys, because we had this charity event, so we didn't get to go this year because we were kind of double booked, so to speak.
A special shelf in heaven for you for giving up the award show for the charity event.
Thank you. It's Boys and Girls Club is super near and dear to our heart. We've done a lot of work with them for like over 7 years now, so it's one of our tops. So we can never not show up for the Boys and Girls Club family. We're like, we got to do this. But it was really cool news to get when we were there. I'm like, that was probably good karma. If we would have decided to go to the Emmys instead, we would have lost.
Yeah.
You know how like that always works out? So.
Yeah, it always goes down. I expected you to wear it around your neck today like Flavor Flav coming in here with the Emmy.
I don't have my trophy yet. It takes a minute. Damn. I know, but I can't wait. We get our Emmy statues this year, and I'm super pumped about it.
And just because you didn't say it, that's for your New Year's Eve broadcast on ABC 7.
Yep, that's for the broadcast. So one of the reasons that they, I guess that we get to win is because of the amount of local coverage. And if you'll see my husband and I, Roman, we are always on site somewhere. Like we don't do a studio broadcast, right?
Yeah.
So we've been in Whiting, Indiana for the pierogi drop. We've been at we've been in Wrigleyville.
That just sounds so awesome.
It is honestly, people in Whiting, Indiana for that pierogi drop, turn up. I got sloshed while I was broadcasting 2 years ago doing that. It was so fun. We were at Old Crow in Wrigleyville last year, and we ran a dating competition on air.
Yeah.
We called it Love is Blindfolded, and we helped find people get their New Year's Eve kisses. So we're always like at an event. So whenever we do broadcast for New Year's Eve, it's always public. So if anybody wants to show up, like they can.
So back to Whiting, Indiana. Do they drop pierogies from the ceiling?
No. So it's literally like, okay, it's literally like a giant lit up pierogi, and it like the ball drop.
Yeah,
it looks like it's like this huge pierogi that comes from the sky, from the heavens.
Because I know the pierogi fest is out there always, and it's like the pierogi capital of the world.
So that's why they have a pierogi drop. So,
yes.
I mean, we ate tons of pierogies that night, but the thing that's actually dropping is this glistening. I mean, all I could say is that it's like, well, that's the hope of Christmas right there. It's falling from the sky.
A
It's
pierogi
beautiful.
drop. They're so
It's
good.
beautiful.
Pierogies, little sour cream on there.
They know how to have a good time out in Whiting, Indiana. Let me tell you.
Wow.
It was fun.
That's great.
And not stuck up. Like, we've done some, downtown places. It's always fun.
Yeah.
But there, it's just like, come as you are and have a blast, and I love it.
Yeah. Case, how about you, man? What was the highlight of your weekend?
I had a really fun time on Friday after the show. You guys went home, but I had a local band come in here, a band by the name of Lurk. And they're from Chicago, and I sat down in the lounge with them and did about a 20-minute interview. And they were so excited because they're from here. And so they were telling me that they all grew up listening to Q101, and that even if their music's not being played on the station yet, ideally, that it meant so much for them to come into the studio and hang out. And then they played at Subterranean on Friday night. So I couldn't make the Group Love pop-up because I wanted to go see the band that I interviewed that day. And they were phenomenal. That is a great, great local band. They sound a little bit like Devo mixed with the Ramones. That band is called Lurk. And on Q101's YouTube channel a week from today, next Monday, that interview will be live.
Right on.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Obviously, my highlight was my Harper's 1-year birthday party at D'Agostino's. And
no one asked. You asked Kinsey, you asked me. No one asked you what your highlight was.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
God damn, that was mean.
I'm sorry.
You should care about my weekend. I invited you there for free pizza, gave you free Sprite.
I finished my sentence. You go, yeah, so my highlight was, I was like, all right.
Oh, you wanted me to dive more into yours a little bit more?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
I'm glad you had a good time at your own child's birthday party.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys did too. Thanks
I
for
had
the
a great
gifts.
time. I loved it.
Well, Kenzie and Case brought amazing gifts. Kenzie bought a balance bike. It's a rabbit.
It looks like a rabbit.
It's so cute.
Oh, my God. I had so much fun buying girl stuff.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yes.
I was ecstatic to buy girl stuff. I bought the pinkest outfit ever. I bought Harper this like pink purse. I bought this like rabbit balance bike. I love my boys. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. But how fun. I was like, I'm buying a bow.
Yeah.
I was so I was so pumped up.
Oh, beautiful outfits and a purse. It was so nice.
Oh, I love her.
And Case got her the book, Duck for President, which we talked about on the air.
Duck for President, good book. I don't know if we did talk about that on the air or not.
You talked about that book at one point, talking about what you asked me, like what Harper likes needs to read.
He just got it in his book club.
Yeah.
Well, I ordered the book Duck for President, which I liked as a kid. And then I read it when I got it, and I was like, huh, Not as good as I remember. I hope Harper likes this.
Well, he
though.
also said something about he's sad now that he feels like the book is a bad story for Harper. I'm like, it's fine. I'm
Why?
sure
What
it's
happens?
stuck for president.
Well, I'm just worried she's not going to like it.
Yeah, he's
But
worried-
it's an inspiring story about a duck who becomes president. It's unbelievable.
Well, he started from the bottom.
Now he's here.
That's
Do
right.
you feel like now you don't agree with the Ducks' policies or something? Looking back, why don't you like the book anymore?
The
You're
duck
like, oh my God,
is the duck
he was a
canceled?
monster.
Is he canceled, the duck?
Did he kill his way to the top? He was Macbeth.
I think the duck's clean. I wasn't as enthralled with the story as I was when I was a little kid. It
Now
disappointed
I'm
me.
just going to throw it in the dumpster when I get home.
I
now.
don't blame you. You do it.
Well, it's a used book. He's read it when he bought it.
That's right. Gil, give us your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is World Kindness Day. I'll give you a few moments to laugh that one off before we continue. Leonardo DiCaprio turned 49 on Saturday. He had a party with a 20s theme. That's right, every girl in attendance just turned 20. A fight broke out at the Museum of Tolerance in LA. A fight at the Museum of Tolerance? What's next? Sobriety at the bowling alley? A judge in rapper Young Thug's racketeering trial ruled that song lyrics can be used as evidence. Man, I hope Ricky never has to go to court for losing that number. She'd be doomed. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.